in bed lockup in Pennsylvania that opened 2 months ago.
I sincerely hope that you suffer now. I cannot forgive right now, because you deserve to feel in every moment for the rest of your life what the 63 of us women felt.
The now 81-year-old is the first celebrity of the Me Too era to be sentenced to jail. A judge declaring the disgraced comedian a sexually violent predator, saying it is time for justice. Mr. Cosby, this has all circled back to you. The time has come. But Cosby's team says they're not done fighting.
Mr. Cosby knows that God is watching over him. We know what this country has done to black men for centuries. So Mr. Cosby's doing fine.
And say they plan to appeal the ruling. Well, after 3 years, Cosby would potentially be eligible for release, and things like his age and behavior would then be used to determine exactly when he could walk away a free man. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, New York.
And just when you thought you've heard it all, take a listen to this. Rapper Lil Xan sent to the hospital for eating too many hot Cheetos. 22-year-old with millions of followers on social media says it wasn't drugs, but Cheetos that ripped something in his stomach open, causing him to bleed. According to Medical Daily, eating an excessive amount of hot Cheetos or similar snacks can indeed cause stomach pain that may lead to emergency room visits.
Really?
You know, that's how I feel about it. I didn't know that, but okay. Lay off the Cheetos, Steve. Now to an old school rapper turned box office hit maker. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith, turned 50 years old yesterday. And to celebrate, he scratched off something on his bucket list: bungee jumping from a helicopter near the Grand Canyon. All right, the crowd there cheered him on after that leap, and he described that experience as going from pure terror to absolute bliss. The stunt was aired on a live stream on YouTube.
Wow.
I mean,
Would you do that?
absolutely not. I have no desire to do anything like that. I might jump out of a plane, skydive, but the bungee, how about you?
I would jump out of my imaginary box. No, I'm not into jumping out of things like that.
Okay, are you scared of heights?
Don't like heights. I don't mind airplanes.
Right,
but I
of
don't
course.
like roller coasters when you're sort of hanging off the side. I'm not into that. But I'd like the tilt-a-whirls and the things that are low to the ground spinning. So I know, strange stuff.
The carousels. You're good with those.
Exactly. Hey, Olivia Newton-John turned 70.
Yeah, I know, and she looks
Imagine
great.
that,
Yeah.
70 years old, my goodness. All right, so our weather is going to take a change for, depending on how you look at it, the worse at least as we
Yeah.
move through this evening, and then for the better as we move closer to the weekend.
Okay.
Everything's really nice and green out there. Fall color change, trying to get some going there, just a little tiny bit, but otherwise not looking at a whole lot, at least not right now. Take a look at Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Always a nice place to go, and it's quiet there, and a nice warm and humid afternoon ahead. 82 degrees already at Reagan National Airport. It's 77 in Leesburg, lower 70s Winchester, and 78 degrees in Hagerstown. This is what it looks like as we widen the view out just a little bit with that 24-hour temperature change. We have a cold front that's on the way, and you can tell exactly where it's located. Behind the front, shades of blues and purples, where temperatures about 15 degrees cooler. This is what's on the way for the day tomorrow, with cooler air and not as humid outside. This is our satellite and radar. It does show showers now moving into western Maryland, Garrett, Allegheny, and Washington counties. Nothing that's terribly heavy right now, but around Hagerstown and Hancock, this is where we're looking at some wet weather at this hour. But around the Capital Beltway, looking good for right now. Maybe you're going out to lunch. We have sunshine here at Roslyn, the same in Georgetown and West End. Capitol Hill looking good, and National Harbor and Anacostia also looking at a lot of sunshine, at least for right now. Moving through this afternoon, temperatures are going to be on the very warm side, making it into the lower to middle 80s. It's also going to be humid. Our futurecast just updated for us. This is what it looks like at 3 o'clock. We are still dry around the immediate metro area, but as that cold front moves closer during the dinner time hour, likely to see some stronger thunderstorms develop. And by 8, 9 o'clock, a perfect time to have your Storm Watch 7 weather app handy, because we could be looking at some stronger storms. Notice the yellows, the oranges, and the reds, gusty winds, heavier downpours. Once we get that line out of here, we're going to settle things down down for the late night hours. Temperatures are going to slowly fall into the 70s. Look at that sunset time now before 7 o'clock. Now overnight, temperatures will tumble into the lower to middle 60s by early tomorrow morning. Even the 50s along the I-81 corridor, Winchester and Hagerstown, just around 55 to 58 degrees. Tomorrow, a big difference. Highs will only be in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. Grab your umbrella as you leave tomorrow morning. On and off showers with more widespread shower activity moving through the late afternoon and into the evening hours. And fingers crossed, we'll get most, if not all of this out of here by late Friday. Here's your 7-day outlook. Improving conditions on our Friday with 75 degrees. Focus on the weekend. It looks fantastic. Come Saturday and Sunday, we are in the lower to middle 70s. Don't forget Kids Fest in Fairfax, always a great event to go to. Temperatures will be in the 70s come Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, so I'm with you. It's going to be gross this afternoon, and then we're going to make our way back into the sunshine.